Behind the gates you keep a shelter from the darkness. So hopeless, I know this could be the end. I'll fight till you break down and let me in. Till you break down and let me in. 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 The storm is rolling in. Thunder shakes the bones beneath my skin. The rain pours down, the heavens open. Lift me up, and I'll fly far. From its children's insatiable sin, to cleanse and clean, or start this over. Bring to me, I know I'll die. Heavy is the crown on the road I walk. The vultures circle and the sheep they talk. I pray for strength against the pain I bring. Working up on balance between God and King. I bring the light until I
everybody. Welcome aboard. It's Tuesday night iRacing for tonight, May 28th, 2024. We're almost in June. We're almost there. Almost there. We got Memorial Day in the rearview mirror. We got some stuff to talk about, and a lot to kind of get to. Real quick, I want to say thank you everybody for the well wishes after a pretty disappointing Saturday after the Coke 600 that we tried to do. If you did not see the archive, and you might be looking at the distance or the length of that archive and going, ooh, that's supposed to be a 5-hour race. Why is it only an hour and a half? Well, we got destroyed twice. And it was all before lap 50. So it was not a good Coca-Cola 600 for us. It was our first real bad NIS race this season. So we'll dust ourselves off and we'll go to Gateway on Thursday. So hopefully you'll be able to join us back to our regular night, back to the regular program. Why am I talking like a college football coach? That was a good program we played there on that half of the field, and it was very difficult to beat that program. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing a lot better than I did last week. Let's put it that way. Last week was a real kick in the pants, and not in a good way, between Tuesday and Thursday. So hopefully we can have a better final week of the official season. So if you don't know what this is, iRacing is divided into 4 12-week seasons. And we are into the final week of season 2. Next week is week 13, where they don't put any series that actually matter on week 13, except for our NIS race. Pretty much that's like the only thing going on, but that means new content, new stuff coming to iRacing. So next Tuesday will be me playing the new iRacing build. So we'll be messing around with the new Ford Mustang GT3, the new Chevy Corvette GT3. We got a whole mess of cool new tracks coming. I think we're getting new street stocks. It's going to be a whole mess of new shiny stuff to play with next Tuesday night. So I hope everybody's doing okay. See Miss Cool in the chat. See Mr. Cool in the chat. See Ohei in the chat. See Reska in the chat. See Renee in the chat. If I didn't mention your name, you're either lurking or you ducked out or you got ESPs. Currently warming my engine for an Indy Q run. Okay, yeah. So the Indianapolis 500, the real one, happened last on Sunday. Congratulations, Joseph Newgarden, on winning back-to-back Indy 500s. First person since 2001 to do that. 2002, sorry. Do that. And iRacing was so late to the game getting IndyCar back on iRacing in an official sense that they had to schedule it for later in the year than they were supposed to. So it's going to be this weekend for the Indianapolis 500. If you're wondering, no, I'm not running an Indy 500. We have not been good with Memorial Day races, so we're going to just not do that. Hey, I want to show this, and I wonder, is this going to break my OBS if I do this? Let's see here. Can I? Oh, well, let me load in first, which I just did. Should be loaded in now. Let me switch to this. Here we are. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. That's where we're racing our first one here tonight. I also forgot to change the input on DRE, and I got to make sure that that is working right. Just give me a minute here and do this real quick.
SOF of 1,628.
Okay. I know you can hear it. Okay, I want to show this off, and I hope it works. It might not work. It might work, it might not work. Let's see if this works. I want to show this off because this week,
at 3.8 miles per hour.
Jeez, Andrea.
Started a new session.
Andrea.
Driving 1 hour 14 minutes left. Audio output device changed.
I-
Audio output device changed.
Yeah. Thank you. That was a lot of information for me to process all at once. Okay. I want to show this off if I can. Let's see if this actually works. Let me see here. I want to show off because this Thursday is the debut of the Cars is for Everyone car. The Pride car that we're going to run for all of June. And we got some scenes for it, and I'm really proud of this. And I kind of need to know if this is too distracting. So I'm going to need your opinions on this real quick. Let's see if this works. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So is this too distracting in the background? I don't think it's too... It actually doesn't look that bad. Okay. Yeah, we have a motion background for the Thursday stuff. So, yeah, it totally works. Okay, cool. Awesome. Sweet. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to check it. This is going to be the scene that we have for Thursday and for the entire month of June. So, yeah, thank you very much. Okay, cool. I'm going to switch back to what we normally use. Okay, cool. Nashville Fairgrounds. This is the original racetrack in Nashville. There are 2 racetracks in the city of Nashville, and this is the older one. This is a half-mile oval. NASCAR used to go here, and this is where we are today. Oh, this is loud now. Ooh, whoa. Way loud. Way too loud. Gotta bring this down. Oh, wait, I know why. It's because I don't have the helmets muffling on. Turns out I had, like, the wrong... There we go. That's a little bit better.
We have one when returning. And please.
Probably still a little too loud, but we'll fix it. Yeah, so, yeah, I kind of want to work in motion into the background a little bit. If I can, I will. Whoa! Okay, caught it. It's still really loud. I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm kind of all over the place. Scatterbrain Jane.
Stopping to take gas. Rubber on 4 tires.
Yeah, we got some fun stuff lined up for the month of June on stream, and would be honored if you joined us for it. Let me turn this down. That's probably enough. Let me floor it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. But yeah, this Thursday is Gateway, and that's going to be the debut of the Rainbow car, and that's going to run all of June. Now, I know you're looking at your calendar going, D, Thursday isn't June. We're still in May. I'm going off of the actual NASCAR calendar, and the NASCAR race is on Sunday, and that's in June. So I consider it June. Nashville Fairgrounds. This is not where we're racing on Thursday. This is an old race track in Nashville, Tennessee. It's in the middle of the suburbs. It's a historic track for NASCAR. Half-mile oval, high banked, bumpy. That's the big thing that hits you about this place now is just how bumpy this place is. This place really has a tendency to upset the car. It tends to really like upset it and get it, you know, it kind of knocks you out of the groove a little bit. It's very easy to get the car to turn off the corner. As you can see, I'm having to fight it pretty good here, trying to get used to the bumps here. Gain 6 thousandths. Oh, that's good. Okay, good job. We'll be doing this. We'll be running the bumps on an oval in Nashville to start the night. 130 laps in this car. And then to wrap up the night, we're going to be running 35 minutes of the old street course in Detroit in our Porsche 911 GT3R. And that'll be our night. We got a lot to talk about. We got the Memorial Day triple in the rearview mirror. We had who won? Charles Leclerc won the Monaco Grand Prix. We had to wait a while but we finally found out that Joseph Newgarden is a 2-time winner of the Indy 500 in an amazing race. That Indy 500 on Sunday afternoon was so good. And to wrap up the evening, maybe a little premature for those of you who are looking for things to look into, Christopher Bell won the Coca-Cola 600 at only 375 miles completed because of rain, which was the big storyline of Memorial Day Sunday. A lot of rain in Indianapolis delayed the Indy 500 by over 5 hours, but we got it in. And it delayed Kyle Larson's attempt to run. That's rude of you. It delayed Kyle Larson's attempt to run the double. He got the first half of it in and did not get to race at Charlotte at all. He missed the start of the Coca-Cola 600, and by the time he got there, the rain showed up, and he never raced it. I thought that was a damn good Indy 500. I'm telling you, we were watching it on Discord, and it delivered. That race was an incredible race for the Coca-Cola, or for the Indianapolis 500. The moves and the crazy passes that were going on in the Indianapolis 500 on Sunday were second to none, and it's as much as a NASCAR homer as I am, the Indy 500 is on another level. It's on another level. It is so good. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch the final laps of the Indy 500 if you can. It was incredible motor racing. The way it built the crescendo, the drama, the thought that, oh, Pato O'Ward's going to win, and Joseph Newgarden just stealing it. Just straight up stealing it. Now, they were trying to lead the last few laps, but Joseph Newgarden really just snatched the soul, like Bart's girlfriend, taking his heart out of his chest and going, you won't be needing this anymore. Just Pato O'Ward was crazy. Great race at Indianapolis on Sunday. And yeah, we tried our Memorial Day race. We tried the Coca-Cola 600 on Saturday afternoon. Thank you to everybody who came in and wished well and rooted for us there early on in that race. And we did start fourth. We got up to second before we got wrecked by by a car just crossing us up and pushing us into the wall on lap 25 of a 400 lap race. And then we went back out and we were like 10 laps down, but we were going to ride it out. We were going to ride it out just to see how it kind of shook out. And we unfortunately were then involved in another accident, this one not of our doing at all, just kind of ran into by somebody. On the bottom of the racetrack. We were at the top of the racetrack, and we were taken out again. So we decided to call it a day. Early on, I was very bummed. If you could not tell from the archive. Charlotte's here. Hi, Charlotte. Hope all's good. I was very bummed. I went and took a nap. I did appreciate Reska messaging me going, hey, checking in, you okay? It was very nice of him to do that. It was very kind of him to do that. But we did that, and then we proceeded to... Can you not... Can you not?
Weather has changed. Track temperature jumped to 104 degrees Fahrenheit in the last 10 minutes.
But I took a nap, woke up, and just kind of vibed out the rest of the day. I was kind of licking my wounds this weekend after that one. That was a pretty rough day. on Saturday. If you want to watch the archive of our worst NIS race of the season thus far, feel free to check the archive. It is also up on YouTube, so if you want to watch that back, if you're a masochist, you can watch me be very bummed. But you know what? That's in the past. Last week at Charlotte was a real bummer. We should have won one race, and we probably should have finished good in the 600 too, even though it was a small sample size of about 20 laps. But I really felt like I was very good. We just didn't get the win on Tuesday, and we just never really had a chance on Thursday or on Saturday. So put it in the rearview mirror, flush it, move on, and wrap up with a good race today. I am the best racer in the world. I try. I'm not the best. But like, you know, I try. You might be. I'm not. Breska, you are. We have metrics for this. Breska is a better driver than I am.
19.7 lap.
You are the best. Shut up. Okay, I'm sorry. The metrics lie. You see, numbers don't lie. And they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice. Is Ruska telling everyone else he's shit again?
Back to P19.
I don't know. I don't think he's telling everyone he's shit. I think he's saying that I'm better than him, which is objectively not true. If we were to go one-on-one, you know, if you was to go one-on-one, you have a 50-50 shot at winning. However, I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% chance at best at beat me. And if we take Ohei, if we add Ohei to the mix, that means that a 33rd percent chance. But if you take your 25% chance to numbers. Yeah. Oh God. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Okay. I want to mention this. Hi. Hey Shane. How's it going? All right. I want to mention this real quick. Our friend Minnie was streaming a movie night, which, by the way, we're going to be doing a movie night as well. If you're interested, on Friday night, I will be streaming the 2004 movie NASCAR iRacing, NASCAR and IMAX Experience. What a shock! Dee's streaming a NASCAR thing on Friday night. If you're interested, you can mark yourself as interested on the Discord. I have a movie event lined up. We're gonna watch it on stream. We're gonna watch it here on Twitch. But if you're interested in watching it and getting notified and reminded, you can mark yourself as interested. We're gonna watch that, and then we're gonna follow it up by watching NASCAR Racing 2 with Bobby Labonte, which is a VHS tape you could get for NASCAR Racing 2 from 1996, with Bobby Labonte showing you how to sim race in 1996. It's wild. It's great. It's awesome. But yeah, you play along with the game. Yeah, it's one of those, you put it on the VCR and you race it. You go, yeah! Damn right, perk angle. Let's go. Yeah. But anyways, I was saying, Minnie, our friend Minnie, was streaming Over the Top last night. When did that movie come out? 87, 88, 89? Late 80s. Sylvester Stallone movie. I had never seen it, believe it or not. That movie is unironically good. I'll say it. Oh. Nope. Couldn't keep it. This track's very bumpy. Oh, we got damage. Okay, we'll reset. But yeah, we watched Over the Top, and the main thing that hit me was, damn, I wish I had some of those trucker hats. They had some cool trucker hats in that movie. Also, everybody's sweaty. That was another thing that hit me. Everybody's just sweaty. There's no air conditioning in that movie, apparently. And thirdly, apparently nobody drives a regular vehicle in that world. Everybody just drives big rigs. Everybody's just, it's Truckin' Tuesday every day for those people. So, Sweat, the movie. Yeah, I agreed. It is. Just like IRL, yeah. For sure. It's just like real life. So yeah, Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I should probably talk more about this track that we're at. This place is historic. This place was built in, I think, the 1910s. And it's been around ever since. It used to host the NASCAR Cup Series until 1984. Here's how metal this track was. The races here were 420 lap races. They were 420s. Blaze it. They used to race two 420 lap races, and they raced on Easter weekend on the Saturday, and then they would race in July. But then there was a disagreement with the promoter, and NASCAR stopped going here with the Cup Series in 1984. The Busch Series, which is now what these cars are, the NASCAR Xfinity Series, raced here until 2000, when in 2001 they built a track that we'll be going to in a few weeks for NIS, the Nashville Super Speedway, not to be confused with this track because it's bigger, outside of Nashville. Outside of Nashville in 2001 is when it opened. Didn't have a cup date until 2021, after it had been closed for a decade. And now NASCAR races at Nashville Super Speedway in Nashville and not here. However, and you may notice this billboard when we get down the back straightaway if you look to my right, there's a billboard that says NASCAR to Nashville. There is a push. Oh, you can't see it from here, but it's behind that tree there. There's a push to get NASCAR, like top flight NASCAR, like the NASCAR Cup Series NASCAR, to come back here. They want to make a bunch of infrastructure improvements. They want to repave it. They want to build in tunnels. They want to add more grandstands. They want to fix up the pit road entry, which is bad here. They want to do a lot of work to make Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway able to host the NASCAR Cup Series again. And there is conversations. They've had city council meetings because this track is technically owned by the city of Nashville. There are people that typically happens. We have the NIMBYs, the not in my backyards, who come out and say, oh, the cars are too loud. Oh, it causes traffic problems. Oh, it's bad for the dogs. It's bad for the pets. And it messes everything up. And there's all those people, and they typically ruin racetracks, even though they moved next to a racetrack. Figure that one out. But yeah, so there's a push to get Nashville back on the NASCAR schedule, but it is still not on the NASCAR schedule at this moment. However, iRacing did scan it, and we are racing here, and it is a fun racetrack when you're not getting wrecked.
17.2 gallons left.
I can't remember the last time they repaved it, but it certainly got some age to it. It definitely needs to be repaved. It's very bumpy, especially in 3 and 4. Like right about here on entry or on exit, it is very, 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 very bumpy. There's a bump in the middle of 1 and 2 as well. You'll see it right here. But the car gets really upset as you go over it. Oh, 750 horsepower race cars in my backyard? Damn right. Now you're speaking my language. I have SiriusXM free preview right now, because it's free preview for everybody. By the way, if you have a car with SiriusXM, you have free preview. Hashtag not an ad until like Sunday, I think. And I was listening to the NASCAR station this week because it's always fun to listen to the NASCAR station I don't normally do, but they have it on free
Stopping to
preview.
change fuel. Tires.
And
Window.
it's a lot of fun to listen to the NASCAR station, because it's usually just a bunch of people be like, I disagree with the host. You know, I disagree with this, and I think NASCAR ought to do this, and I think NASCAR should give me a house. Why is that? Well, I deserve a house, so NASCAR should give me a house. I don't even know how to use Sirius XM in my car. Me, it's like a band. It's like it's like a band. So like you literally just hit like AM, FM, and my Chevrolet has an XM, so I go to XM, and then it's there. Could NASCAR give me a house too? Yeah. Dee Dee, you have a good Southern accent. Well, that's because I'm from there, right? It's because I'm from the South, so. I figured out, I figured something out, and it's something that I'm going to have to do, because, I figured this out. I got to not wear my hair like this on the model, because I figured this out. My hair, this hairstyle lags the model. The ponytail lags the model. Like, if I were to switch to another model with like my normal hair, like if I switch to my fire suit hair here, in fact, you know what, we're gonna do this real quick. I probably shouldn't do this, but we're gonna do this. If I switch to my fire suit model, you'll be shocked by this. Okay, just watch. Oop, I'm all stationary here for a minute. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, bup, bup. Yeah, when I change fire suits, or change models to, like, just the regular Chucks one. Watch this. Bam! Look at how much smoother my model is. Like, it's crazy smoother. Sacksmith! Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Thank you. Like, it's so much smoother. So, I think I have to retire the ponytail. Ponytail's getting retired. Or I gotta get a different casual haircut. This one's so much smoother. The other one is super, super, super laggy. So, high ponytail is cute. Yeah, it is. But it must be. And I don't know how to disable the hair physics, because I would just disable it. I would just be Lego head. But, yeah, this happens IRL. Yeah. You know, when Mrs. Cool walks out and she's got a high pony, you know, her head kind of lags. Oh no! Really? Oh my god. Let me switch back to model here. So yeah, I like this model, but like it is super laggy. So I gotta switch it. I gotta switch all these models that I made to this hairstyle at some point. But yeah, you see the ponytail, because it's gotta like it's gotta render like. It's very, 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 very laggy. Oh, collarbone length? Okay, that's... Mine is now... So I've been growing out my hair since October 22, which is when I came out. And I have... It's now past my shoulders. It's about probably where you're getting it cut, honestly. That's about where I'm putting it. So, that's about where I'm at now. I'm going to have to make a decision and cut my hair at some point, though. It's getting there. It's really getting to that point where I'm like, I gotta make a decision on it, you know? So, I gotta make a point of deciding what I'm doing with that. So, yeah. I would like to disable the hair physics on this. Like I said, I would just Lego land it. Lego hair. Stationary hair. I'm fine with it, because I'm not the focus of the stream. The action to your left, my right is the focus of the stream. So I would rather do that, but I don't know how to do that. Lego sets when? When you tell the Lego company to give me money.
46 laps down.
That's when.
150 to go.
That's when Lego sets happen. DD Legos. Can you imagine Well, you want to know what the DD Lego set is? It's the NASCAR Lego set. It's the one that they made with the Camaro, the NASCAR 75 one. That's my Lego set. That's me. That's me. But no, like legitimately, yeah, Camaro Technics one, yeah. But legitimately, thanks for popping in. If you're curious, this is another thing that we figured out. More like Reska told me how to do it, or didn't even tell me how to do it. Told me that it was built in, and then I figured out how to do it. We have live timing and scoring. Apparently, the ticker has been able to kick out live timing and scoring this whole time. So if you click that thing at the top of the chat, we have it pinned. If you click that, they'll tell you the live timing and scoring of any race I'm in. So you can bookmark that even, and then you could have it at the ready anytime you watch me race. You can see where the hell I'm running, how I'm running compared to others. You can keep up with me on the leaderboard. Okay, do we know anybody in here? We're car 12. Nick Neben, I know him. He is a big iRacing YouTube guy. I think Tommy King is too. Damn. Okay. Okay. Looks like we got some competition. Is this where I bust out the Strong Bad impression? If anybody remembers Strong Bad. I will win the competition. Don't wreck Nick like I did at this track. Okay. I won't. Competition is really heating up. They're burning up the racetrack. Does anybody remember the game Cool Borders 2? I'm very all over the place today. I'm really sorry. I'm very like ADHD-y today. The video game Cool Borders 2 on the PS2, on the PS1.
79.4 Fahrenheit.
Oh, this was before SSX, like years before SSX.
Welcome to the practice.
ADHD.
1 minute 5.0 left.
They had a game called Cool Borders 2, and there was a voiceover guy in it, and I'd love to get the voice clips from it, because there's a lot of like he's got way too much reverb, and it's a PS1 game, so there's compression up the ass on it, and it's just like, they're tearing up the competition, you know, like that's how they sound. Cool Borders, yeah, you know, you got it, you know the fucking vibes. What's up, Barrick? Test Drive Underground 1? No, Cool Borders 2. It's a snowboarding game that gets really, really, really hard at the end of it. Oh, God, Ridge Racer. I had Ridge Racer Revolution on the PS1. That was the first. That and NASCAR 98 were the first two games I had on my PS1. Can you tell what my interests were and my hyperfixation is? And I had Ridge Racer Revolution, and I remember firing it up, and it would hit with the Ridge Racer. Bam, 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 bam. Let's go qualify. R4 is like the favorite game of mine. It's pretty good. I remember playing the demo for Ridge Racer Type 4.
This is your last set. Protect it. You're on
Reska, it's my last tire set. What should I do?
Protect it well.
Okay, I will.
Green.
All right, let's qualify. Hi, Kayla. Give me 30 seconds. So I want you to listen real closely when we go into turn 1. Or even there. No, fuck. Spun it. Darn. Okay. You may have heard it ever so slightly. Ever so slightly when we got to about the pit wall, like the exit of the pit road. You may have heard it. It went bip, 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 bip. It went real quick, like dit, 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 dit. In fact, I'll go to the onboard. You'll hear it. So you hear it there, that didn't. That's called the chip. These cars have a rev limiter or a chip, a rev chip. And what that does is it prevents the car from grenading the engine or going too high of a of RPM, like the car turning too much RPM. And that allows the car to not blow the engine. Now, you're still putting a ton of stress on the engine, but that's like the drop dead. We're not going to go any faster. The car is not capable of going any faster because the gearing and the chip and the engine is hitting the chip, as they call it. It's called the chip. So you're getting faster, you're getting faster, and getting faster, and eventually you can't go any faster because it's literally hitting the chip. It's preventing you from getting any faster. So that's what that was. That did it. That you heard. That's that. I wanted to point it out because it's kind of a neat little things. Well, it tries to save the engine from turning into a grenade. Yeah. Yep. So that's what that is. iRacing's pretty neat. It models a lot of cool stuff like that. It's really neat. It's really difficult. This is not an arcade racer. We're not doing sick power drifts and gaining NOS. We're not doing that in iRacing. It's very grounded in reality. I mean, it's a training tool by real race car drivers. I mean, it is. So it's pretty hardcore like that. We have to run an ad. We're going to run the ad right now. And if you are interested in not getting the ad, you can hit subscribe. Subscribe to me, and you won't get an ad. Pretty straightforward. That's the way it works around here. If you hit subscribe, you get cool stuff like extra emotes. We have a top 10 boba emote now. I think that's free to anybody though. That's just if you follow the channel. If you are unaware, if we do long races and we get a top 10, we reward ourselves with boba the next day because we like boba around here. We basically have, I'm not even kidding, the Discord has now become boba discussion, pro wrestling discussion, NASCAR racing discussion. I gotta make, so I've thought about this for the Discord. I'm probably gonna make 2 new channels. I'm gonna make a wrestling channel and a racing channel in the Discord. Remind me, I'm gonna do that probably tonight after we're done stream. I'd like to get a separate channel for racing and a separate channel for wrestling, because right now we clutter up the general chat with it and it kind of gets lost in everything. So yeah, maybe we also make a channel called Show Boba, and it's just, you know, Show Boba. And for the doggy, you know, I don't think I've ever posted a picture of Molly on the D's Garage Discord. I really should. People love Molly.
130 laps. Race with 25 racers join now. 2 minutes left. 0 iRating at P14. You're restricted to 5 tire sets.
All right. People love the Molly. Howdy, Sailor Jeb. Let's get at it. 130 laps of Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
0.05 gallons more than needed.
So let's be smart. Let's be kind. Let's be patient. This is a short track, so people are generally pretty shitty and pretty difficult to deal with. Not a lot of real estate to work with. That's why they call them short tracks, because there's short on space. So we will try our best to get a good finish. I don't think we're going to be as good as we were at Charlotte last week. We were so good in that B car race last Tuesday. But this is a really tough split. That's why I say that. So we'll see what we can do here. It's a really difficult split. I need to refresh my overlay. Oh yeah, because the ticker's broken. The ticker breaks all the time. Let's see if we can refresh it. I'll just keep hitting refresh until it refreshes. It might take
30 seconds left now.
I mean, it was broken the entire time we were competitive at Charlotte in the 600, so it'll fix itself eventually. It always does. Ticker has performance anxiety. What if I do this?
15 seconds left.
Maybe that works. I don't know. Yeah, Ticker's weird. Just ignore the Ticker for a bit. It'll come back. You'll see. You'll know when it comes back. So.
Pace car going.
Yeah. So yeah, first race of the night. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series cars. This is the AAA baseball of NASCAR. And we'll be running 130 laps around Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Kind of a throwback look to it. It's a cool racetrack. I love this place. This place is so cool. And then after this, we're going to race a Porsche GT3 car around Belle Isle in Detroit. So if you want to see some road racing, stick around. You'll love it. So sponsored by Duracell. Alright. Durasmells. I have AC Delco batteries. I'm not even kidding. I saw them on Amazon, and I bought AC Delco batteries. They had a 100-pack of AC Delco batteries, and I bought them for the meme. They're the shittiest batteries I know. There you go. Ticker's fixed. They're the shittiest batteries I've ever had. They go dead immediately, but I bought them for the meme.
Green, green.
Not rolling. Now we're
Car
rolling.
inside front. It's clear.
They're
Outside
basically dollar store batteries. Like, I put them in my scanner, and they last for about 5 hours, and then they're dead.
You're clear. Still there. And clear. No
But I have
side
100 of them, so, like,
Still there. Still there.
good. We're losing spots here, folks.
Clear. On inside rear. You're clear.
That's okay. They'll come back to us.
You're clear.
P15.
Okay, let's get to the bottom, and we'll get back at it.
According to my calculation, you need 0.26 gallons. You're in the fuel window now. New quickest lap, 19.918.
Light tap. Nothing serious.
Best lap, 19.6.
I'm making it look mean.
Quicker lap.
I'm not good at short tracks. I can never get the power down the way I want it to. I feel like I drive off the right front too much, and the car's tight, which means that I'm putting wheel in it, and it's not going straight, or it's going straight. It's not making the corner, but the car's pushing, as we call it. It's got a push. It's pushing you all the way to the wall. So I have to be really deliberate with my throttle. So like you're noticing, these cars in front of me are driving away from me because they're able to actually make the corner. But something with my style is just not jiving with this. So maybe we could try moving up a little bit. Oh,
Full course yellow.
there's caution number 1.
You have 7 seconds to pace car.
I can't do short track. My shoulder gives up about a quarter of the way through. See, the trick is you run with a really light force feedback like I do. And that way you're not destroying your shoulder. That's the trick. I have a bad right shoulder. Like, my right shoulder is fucked. I tore my rotator cuff like a decade ago. Maybe like 13, 14 years ago now. I'm old, okay? And I just never got it fixed, ever. What did I do? Sim racing. No bullshit. I hurt my shoulder sim racing, and it's been fucked up since. I was a dumbass kid, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna race like 500 laps one night, just as a shit, just for gigs. I ran 500 laps without like pacing myself, and like I was like, oof. Next day I was like, oh, I might have done some harm here. So yeah, I learned pretty quickly, don't do that. But I always run a light wheel anyways. I just get it so that I feel the, like, I have it just hard at, like, I have my force feedback just high enough so that I can feel when it bites and slips. When I feel it slip, I know I gotta get on it. By the way, the guy running behind us is the guy who beat us last Tuesday at Charlotte. I just realized that. Jersey Mike's car that we lost to last week. I just recognized him in the mirror. I'm like, oh, you again. Hey, remember when I lost to you? That was neat.
What do you call a redneck with no teeth that watches stock car racing all day?
Man, they do not wear shorts. I'm wearing shorts right now. It's summer. June is next weekend. May I make a small suggestion at risk of being bonked? What is it? Kuhai? What's your suggestion? What is your suggestion? Chat, get the hammers ready. Get the bats ready, chat. Get them ready.
Before green flag.
Hit open.
Driving suggestion? No, that's fine. Let me know.
5-6. Base car.
Let me know. If you see something that will make me better, go nuts. You think I gotta back up my corner more? I'll back it up. I will explain what backing up your corner is at the next caution. It's a little bit of a technical term in racing.
Base car up. Green flag.
Mark is now leaving.
Ah, we restart like in the corner here.
Up to P13.
And clear. Low side forward. 11 upon you. Clear. 12 upon you. On low side rear. Still there.
A little more brake on entry. Yeah. We'll try it.
Still there. Still there.
That's my problem in general, though. I tend to
On inside behind.
trail brake a bit harder, or a trail brake a little
Still
more than I probably should. I probably ought to.
Still there. We're clear.
You're moving down to P15 currently.
Probably ought to not do that as much,
Very
but
to get to the position up ahead.
I ought to probably put more brake force in.
0.2 in front. Car behind on track is faster in the next sector. Car behind on track is faster in the upcoming sector. Last sector was fast.
Okay. I'm getting a little bit better. I think that's going to work out, yeah.
Quickest sector.
Oh,
Safety car.
caution number
It
2.
is closed.
So what I meant by backing up my corner,
Base car.
a term in auto racing is, and especially oval racing, is called backing up your corner. When you
Pits open.
go through a corner, there's 3 phases of the corner. There's the entry, the middle, and exit. So when we're going through a set of corners like this, you go in your entry, you get to about this point here, and it immediately transitions to middle. And then right about here is when you get to the exit.
You have 9 seconds. Until
When
base car.
you back up your corner, what we mean by that is you get into the corner at a certain point at the beginning of your tire life. And as you go through the corner, you can get on the gas at a certain point, and when you get off the corner, you'll drift out to another point. Backing up your corner is exactly how it sounds. means braking earlier for your corner so that you can slow the car up earlier here. So like, let's say we'll slow it up earlier. You can get on the gas quicker and you can gun it out of the corner. Theoretically. You have to adjust your driving style for how your car is developing. So it's kind of a
Pits are closed.
way to do that. Do you ever have to throw something back?
Weather has changed left. Track temp increased 6.9 degrees
Will the
Fahrenheit
spotters tell you to
292
throw
in
it
the
back?
last 11
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. So like your spotter or your crew chief, I guess in the real world it's usually your crew chief, will tell you back up your corner. So you back up your corner, yeah. You would come out of the corner faster than you normally would, yeah. So it's backing up your corner. Slow in, fast out.
1 lap to green.
Pit is open.
I always try and be friendly. I always try and be beginner friendly or casual friendly because I could get way in the weeds and talk about, very intricate shit like brake bias or line choice or getting really into the weeds. However, I try and keep it casual and I try and keep it so that people understand what the hell is going on here because this is pretty difficult to just kind of eyeball and watch at an extent. So I try and keep it easy for that. So if you have any more questions about what the hell you're seeing, let me know.
All right.
Casual, basic question is not going to get shamed. I am willing to answer these questions for you. I once had to explain to somebody how caution flags work. So it totally is cool. If you got questions, I am absolutely going to give you an answer. The ASCO Wii. No, you are not the person I had to explain that to, Miss School. It was somebody else. Oh, somebody got sent.
Well done. Position 13.
And there's a caution.
Point 2.
Full course yellow.
Pit lane is closed. There's about 19 rating to get for the next position.
I also had to explain the concept of if you pit, you lose spots
17 seconds before the pace
on
car. Pace
pit
car
road.
rolling out.
I kind of like not knowing what I'm seeing, to be honest, and just chilling and enjoying it. Hey, that works too. That works too. I'm down for whatever. If you want me to explain it, I'll explain it. If you don't want me to explain it, I won't explain it. If you just want to vibe and see some really over-the-top technical crap on the screen, you're in the right spot.
Pace car 10 seconds forward.
Explain it poorly. That's like hearing a streamer talk about things they know a lot about. Well, I'm kind of autistic about racing, so you're in the right place. Yo, same. Aren't any of us with an iRacing sub? Some. I think that there's certainly a contingent of iRacers who, there are certainly a contingent of iRacers, I know of some, who couldn't be bothered with real racing. I'm serious. Like, there were a couple of people in the Discord that we were in. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to shame you. I love you all. I swear to God, I love you all. There were people that were in the Discord on the final 20 laps of the Indy 500 who were racing at Spa. Like, I'm like, this is the greatest race of the year, and it's the finish, and it's going to be amazing, and you're racing Spa. I love you. You know who you are. I love you. Spa doesn't come around often. Yeah, we also have a running joke because Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium is a very popular racetrack in sim racing. And so GT3 cars are a very popular class of car in iRacing. So whenever they race Spa, which is like all the time, I make an ironic joke saying, oh, you got to race GT3s at Spa. It doesn't come around very often. Now people run with it. Unless you're Earl Bamber. Shout out Earl Bamber. Stock car fan Earl Bamber. Should have won that Xfinity race at the Daytona Roadie in 2020. Really should have. All right. Let's see what we can do here. We're only on lap 28. So I got over 100 laps to go. All right, we restart early here. I'm almost wondering
All right. Stand currently.
if I should start in third gear.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. It's clear.
Get to the bottom if I can. Get to the bottom if I can. We can get there. Let's go. Pass on the outside. Let's go.
Sector. Sector fastest. Sector refreshed. Projecting P11 at the end of the race. Good job. New best time. 18.984.
Right, chat. I'm kind of focusing up a little bit.
100 laps remaining.
Oh! Lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. Yes! Let's go. Avoided it. Not being able to left arm 2 days afterwards.
Pace car left the pit.
Should make a 5-hour energy delivery, but for AC Delco batteries. See, on one hand, I would. On the other hand, I'm contractually obligated to operate within the confines of Dallas Houston Enterprises, the parent company of D Corp, who is the people who own all the fake companies I drive for. If you're wondering, this person in front of me is not sponsored by Dr. Pepper. People just put on brands because it looks cool. I use fake brands or defunct brands. I once went through a whole, like, 15-minute showcase of all my fake brands one day. I should do that again. Dr. Thunder, right, yes, the store brand, yes. Yeah, but yeah, Earl Bamber did race Xfinity. He raced it during the pandemic. I vote you need to do another pink car. Maybe. If we could work it in. I don't know if you saw Catherine Legg's car during the Indy 500, but she was sponsored by ELF, the cosmetic brand, Eyes, Lip, Face. She was sponsored by that brand, and they also, shout out ELF. They were like activating like crazy. They had a whole thing in the Midway at Indy that was like showcasing the history of women in the Indy 500, and like they had like a whiteboard where people could write positive, like, inspirational messages for Catherine Legg, who was driving the car. And she did not finish well. She finished deep in the field with a blown engine, but it was really cool to see Catherine Legg get that much publicity for making the Indy 500 this year. So shout out Catherine Legg. Certified badass Catherine Legg. She's the best. She's so cool. For making the Indy 500. I would love working with Brandon Dollar on parody sponsors for the livery he's made for me. Some of them could be a tad risque. Yes, they can. I've seen them. Brandon Itasha Specialist Dollar. Dr. Steiner, Dr. Bagwell. I do have a parody I do have one brand that's a wrestling reference. I have Ramon's Razors.
1 lap to green.
Pit lane is
Ramon,
open.
and it's like a shitty mail order like Dollar Shave Club parody. Pretty good. I can't take credit for though. Somebody gave me my friend Brian Yatzik, Big Bald Fat Guy 55 on Twitter, gave me the inspiration for that one. All right, we're gonna restart in third, but we're on the bottom. So we'll try it. We might get bogged down, but oh no, this should work. This should work.
Green light.
Yeah, third gear's the move.
There are 6 behind. Outside behind. We got 7 near. You're clear. 11 closing in.
Nice. Up to P8 now. Last 38.3.
Outside rear. Clear. High side rear. And clear. Car outside rear. It's clear.
Yeah, as the run goes on, we're getting more and more
0.604.
confident and better.
0.01 gallon.
Like we're up to 8th. We started 14th
Still
or
there.
12th. Like we're getting better there.
Yellow. You're clear. Then behind.
This is not fun though. Anytime we have to pace
8
again.
seconds till pace car.
I may have got Brandon to rework NGK into something else with the letters CBT. Oh, you can't do that because of woke.
Pits open. We're looking at AP8 with this pace.
But yeah, I want to shout out Kohai though. The brake, telling me to be more aggressive on the brakes. Nah, we're not gonna pay her. Telling me to be more aggressive
5
on the
seconds
brakes
until the pace
has been really good because now I'm consciously thinking about it and it's actually like working. So it's really good. So thank you for the suggestion. I'm putting more brake into it on the entry and it's getting the car woed up better and I'm able to really get underneath people. So thank you for the suggestion. I'm cool with backseating. If you think I think my rules say don't backseat, but I do appreciate if you do think I could do something better. I mean backseating in the sense of wreck that guy, you know, like like that is like please don't. But like if you see something and it's like, D, I think you should back up or you should brake a little harder, or you should rotate the car a bit more before getting back on it or something. Let me know that. Oh, hey, Indy 500 qualifying update. 39.422 in testing. Gotta make it count. Can you qualify whenever? Or do you have to, like, wait for a half-hour block? Once an hour, okay. It's like Nürburgring rules. If you're wondering, the iRacing Indianapolis 500 is happening this weekend, and oh, hey, is attempting to race it because she's an IndyCar sicko. And
Pit lane is closed.
I love Ohei. She min-maxes everything. I love it. So she is much like the real Indianapolis 500. They are searching for every molecule of speed that they can get. So autoism. You need to add an I in there, and then you got it. Autoism. All right, so we'll restart on the top. By the way, I just want to be I just want to point something out. If you see that graph at the bottom left of my window, you can see my inputs. I want you to watch it real quick. You'll notice when I go to the restart zone, I'm dragging the brake and I'm putting as much throttle as I can possible. What we're doing is we're opening the butterfly valves on the carburetor when we do that, so we get a little bit of an early launch over somebody who doesn't have them open. So you'll notice it here. Watch.
This car is in pit lane. Green light.
Super D. We're P6 now.
Clear. You got 4 behind. 6 inbound.
So everybody else did the same trick, though. Because everybody else is very good at sim racing.
Delta behind close by 1.26. Gap in front.
That damage isn't hurting the car at all, by the way. Hitting the wall. These cars are bulletproof. They're made with a composite body that's made of Kevlar, so it's very durable. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, you couldn't hit the wall like that. Now, you can bang it all day like that.
75.2.
Safety car. It's clear.
And we're under yellow again.
Closed.
Ruska, don't say things like, imagine being good at sim racing, Mr. 3500 I rating. I have a triple digit I rating on open wheel now, okay?
7 seconds up to a pace car.
I would just like to get out of bad splits on the road side of things. I really would, but I end up in like really
4
terrible
seconds
splits.
up to the
So.
pace car.
6 cautions so far. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, leaders are pitting this time, so we'll come in too.
Car 18 behind is boxing after 38 laps in the stint. We will get gas, fresh wheel to go with tier off.
8, 7, 6, 5, pace, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, drug crew.
On target.
Oh,
With this pace, we'll end up
this
in
this
P5.
track doesn't have animated pit crews apparently. Weird. That's surprising that Nashville doesn't have that. Anyways,
Go slower. "21 seconds to a pace
iRacing does feature animated
3
pit
more
crews for
turns
stock
remaining.
cars. However, for some reason, it's on a track-by-track basis, which makes sense. This track doesn't have it,
10 seconds until
which
pace
is
car.
kind of weird that it doesn't. All right. So we still have 80 to go, I guess. So we have the sun kind of peeking out a little bit. That's going to make the track a little bit warmer. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as this race goes on.
5 seconds up to the pace car.
Hey, speaking of AC Delco, look at this. There's an AC Delco car in front of me. Yeah, I bought like a 100 pack of AA batteries, and they're all AC. I bought it because it's AC Delco branded, and I'm such a Chevy whore that I was like, oh, it's the Chevy brand. Let me buy this. This will be funny. And then I bought them, and then I realized that they're dog shit batteries, and I have 100 of them. I'm gonna be stuck with these batteries for a decade. Do not buy batteries on a meme, okay? Just buy Amazon Basics like everybody else, okay?
One more before green flag.
Okay, let's see
Clear behind.
what we can do here. Restarting 9th after the pit stop. Yeah, I think my next set is going to be rechargeable. You should have called Amazon and bitched about it, and then they would have given you more batteries. The people who are like, oh, I accidentally got 2 sticks of RAM instead of 1, and they're like, just keep it.
Pace car in pit lane.
Oh, he's bringing us in slow.
Nine upon us. Clear. There are 12 on you. Car high rear. Still there. 15 behind you. Still there.
Tires were cold. I really should have been careful there throwing it in, but it looks like we'll live to tell the tale. This car next to us is on old tires, so we shouldn't pass him.
Clear. Outside
There.
rear.
Oh, he's fighting good, though.
You're clear.
There we go.
Position 8. Score 58. I rating to get in the next position. Jason leads.
It's funny, we made the switch from major setups to VRS setups, and
Car behind
it's
us
almost
fast
night and
time
day
limit
how much better we run in the B car. Alrighty, good night, Kohai. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the suggestion. You're
Exit was quickest.
keeping me on pace here.
Defense bound. The car behind on track in the next sector.
Oh, it's getting slick off of 2 if you couldn't tell.
Still there. On
Sun's
high front.
coming out, so it's certainly getting a little slick
Still there.
off the corner.
Still there.
The sun's shining on it. iRacing models track temperatures,
Still there.
depending on if there's cloud cover or not. If there's no cloud cover, it's going to get hotter.
Temperature has ramped up 9 degrees to
And there you go, you hear it from DRE. Track temp has gone up 9 degrees Fahrenheit in the last 10 minutes. Track temp up means very slick, hard to get the power down. Gotta move on the inside,
And clear.
cross them up.
On
Yup.
outside front. Still there. You're clear. Outside forward.
Caution, we didn't get it.
Full course
Damn it.
Yellow.
Pit's closed.
This car is 8 seconds ahead.
DRE, that is Digital Race Engineer, Jeb. Thank you for asking. That is the official spotter that you're hearing. That is our AI generated voices, or Microsoft Sam sounding voices. We use it as a secondary third-party spotter for iRacing, which gives us added information that the in-racing or iRacing spotter just flat out can't. If you want to sign up for DRE and you're an iRacing customer and are interested in using the best third-party spotter in iRacing, in my opinion, go to Twitch or go to getdre.app and use the promo code DD5010. So DEDEFIFTY number 10 for 10% off your subscription. There you go. It's getdre.app. Digital Race Engineer. Dre is with D. TD is so good at doing commercials. It's almost like I went to school for radio. It's almost like I went to school to learn, or I went to school for broadcasting, and I listened to a lot of live reads on the radio, and now I know how to like write copy for it. You know who's really good at writing copy for ads? Because we do have a redeem for fake ads of Patchwork, who pops in here. She's very good at writing like fake ads. Partially because she worked in radio as well. There you go. I went to school for broadcasting. I went to college for broadcasting. And by like my second year, I realized I didn't like the amount of work it entailed. Still got my degree. Kind of regretted that, but
5 seconds until pace car.
that's what I did. That's what I did in college.
Pit's closed.
This In-N-Out burger car is pretty cool looking. Never had an In-N-Out. It's nowhere near me. But I remember hearing people like swear by, oh, you got to have In-N-Out. And when you go to California, you got to get In-N-Out. So whenever I go to California, I'll probably get In-N-Out. They have a cool look to everything. They have a real cool brand to it. In-N-Out sucks. Wow. This is cool, just straight up being like, fuck that
One lap
garbage.
to green flag.
Pit is open.
Wow, and Kayla too. Okay, all right.
0
Overrated.
9. Clear. You're clear.
Okay, maybe it's like a touristy thing. It's like Canadians will tell you Tim Hortons is butt. Okay, here we go.
Pace car.
Could we go green for a bit? That'd be neat.
Green light.
Brenda takes P1.
Bottom got kind of checked up there. let it float up here.
We got 13 coming up. Still there. It's clear.
Didn't do anything there.
Car low side front. Clear. On low rear. You're clear.
Ah, we're going yellow again.
It's closed.
I just want to go racing. I just want a race car. You see these caution these we call them caution fest races. These caution races, these caution fests
Until pace car.
are
Pace car out now.
the ones that really test you as a streamer, a sim racing streamer. These are the ones because some people, I'll watch some people who stream and they'll just be like, yeah, we're under yellow, and then they'll just sit quietly and pace, and then they'll, you know, race, and then they'll be like, okay, well, we're racing, and there's racetrack,
10
and
seconds until pace
Yep.
car.
we're racing, and like they won't like. You got to be entertaining. You got to entertain the people. You got to keep the people entertained. You got to keep the energy up, right? So like these cautions when we're trying to go racing, it's very difficult to sell people on it. So hey, here's a fun Nashville fact, okay? Here's a fun Nashville fact. I've told this story before. I went to Nashville as a kid. I was 6 years old, and we went to Nashville as a kid. And just so happens, big NASCAR fan me. We got to run an ad. Damn it. Okay, tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to run the ad now. Okay? We're running the ad. As soon as the ad is done, I'll get into my Nashville story because it is one of my favorite stories to tell on stream. Conversely, it's also one of my favorite stories to tell about my father, which sucks. It's a bad story for my dad, but it's always funny to me. So, we will get into that story as soon as we get back. We get everybody back, of course. So we'll do that. But yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Knock on wood. It's still a long way to go. We still just passed halfway, so we've still got some time to go. But as I was saying earlier in the race, earlier in the run, we made the switch from Major's garage setups to VRS setups, virtual racing school setups, and we have gotten significantly better at driving the B car. So B car is sticking around for a bit. We're gonna keep driving this car, but was shocked at how much better these setups are. So I went to Nashville as a kid when I was 6, and I'm a big NASCAR fan even all the way back when I was 6. And we're walking Broad Street in Nashville, and we see a NASCAR cafe under construction. And I was like, oh my God, it's a NASCAR cafe. Look at this. Can we eat there? And it was like, it's under construction. We can't eat there. I was like, oh, damn. Can we at least see it? And it's like, it's a construction zone. I don't think we can. So my dad walked up to like the front door and was like, hey, my child, we'll use the word child, really would like to see the inside of this place. Can they come in and see it? And the foreman of the construction site was just like, yeah, they can come in. Just you know, stay close. And I walked into a live construction site with no hard hat or anything, and they let me walk around and see all the memorabilia and stuff while it was under construction. It was so cool. That's my Nashville story.
None behind. Green.
I was also in Nashville when they announced that they were building Nashville Super Speedway. That too. Hey, Patchwork.
3 behind you.
We literally were just talking about you.
4 approaching. 5 behind. And clear.
We were saying that you're really good at writing ad copy.
Just lower by 1.46 behind.
I love hitting the chip going into 1 and 3 here. It sounds so cool. Chip.
Interval ahead 0.3.
On inside forward. You're clear.
Oh, this is hard racing right now.
Last lap.
High side front. Still there. Clear. It's clear.
Really don't want to. Oh, gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Did you see that avoidance? We're rocking and rolling, baby.
Pit lane is open.
So I'm spinning, and that's the rare time where you see someone wrecking and you actually gun it, which you shouldn't do. Days of Thunder was a lie. And, yeah. 9 cautions? Oh my god. This is a bowling shoe ugly race. This is a bowling shoe ugly race. Had to step away to try and do something for a game that I wound up fucking up anyways. Oh, I'm sorry, Patchwork. So the second half of my Nashville story. So it's a 12-hour drive. We drove to Nashville. And my dad... Oh, it's fantastic, Reska. Come on in. The water's great. My dad is a big Corvette person. Gee, I wonder where I got the Chevrolet bias. And he's a big Corvette fan. Like, he has a 1977 Chevy Corvette. It's brown. Gee, I wonder why D likes the color brown so much. And we were driving back from Nashville, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. And we drove right by Bowling Green, Kentucky, which to you might sound like just, what the fuck is Bowling Green, Kentucky? Who cares? Sounds like some hick town. It's where they build the Corvette. And the Corvette Museum is right next to the highway. And he couldn't stop and look at the Corvette Museum. And he's never been back since. I feel terrible that he's never been back. I really should take him. It's a real shame there's no real races in Kentucky anymore. If there was still cup races at Kentucky, I would sacrifice going to Kentucky Speedway for a NASCAR race, which was a dog water racetrack. Just so my dad could go to the Corvette Museum. The Corvette Museum once had a sinkhole in it. They had a sinkhole open up underneath the Corvette Museum. And you could buy cups of dirt from the sinkhole at the gift shop of the museum. Corvette people are boring, okay? They wear jorts and New Balances tucked into their jorts, and like shirts, t-shirts tucked into their jorts, and they go, "My Corvette's the best Corvette." How do I know that? I'm gonna be one of those people one day. I can just tell. Alrighty. Restarting 6th.
Pace car up.
Get alone. You're P6 currently.
Green flag.
80 completed. 50 left.
Car behind me was sleeping. Gonna move up to 5th if we can. Shut the door.
There are 8 close.
Get in. That's
There we go.
now.
P5.
21 seconds down from your best.
I really don't think I'm gonna pit again. Unless we get a green flag run, I'm not coming in. Because we don't go green and long enough to justify pitting.
Last cluster was fast.
They do. We're doing one right now.
Five laps left in front. Total 0.23.
Ooh, missed another one. Alrighty, Kayla, thanks for popping in.
Get in.
Tell her I say hi.
Up to position 4.
Alright, 4th. We're not going to win this thing, but we're certainly running better than I thought we would. I'm telling you, Kuhai's idea of, you know, giving it more brake on entry has certainly opened up the corners for us, and we've been a lot better since starting to do that more. I don't know if it's a placebo thing or something, but I certainly feel like I'm getting through the corners better.
Down from your best lap time.
Here's our green flag run, by the way. We're all strung out now.
Car behind lap time was a 19.24.
Ah, he's gonna have a run. Take
On
it.
inside rear.
Take it. We pulled away from the field a little bit. You take it.
P5.
Still a very respectable position to be in P5 here, considering how difficult this field is. This is a very good spot to be in.
Delta ahead larger by 0.5.
Got too much apron there. Don't want that.
Monkey laps down, 40 left. You have 12 minutes to go in this session.
It's a lot of fun once we go green, I'm telling you, Chad. I mean it. Whoop!
Gap behind 0.987.
Getting real slick on exit if you can't tell. Caution! Can't have fun.
Go easy in 5 seconds. One in front. Pace car comes to pit.
A car like 15 laps down brought out the caution. Are you kidding me?
Open.
Flag is clear.
Oh, we're pitting again. Okay.
17, sector our box.
All right.
Stepping for crisp rubber plus polishing window. Burn behind.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Slow down. 1.
All right, drug crew, get at it. Oh wait, we can't see you. Damn, I forgot about the part where we can't see them. They're working on the car right now. I'm telling you, they're ghosts. Ooh, spooky ghosts.
Reduce speed.
I think we beat somebody out of the pit
2
lane.
low tire sets left.
Pace car 24 seconds forwards.
We might have beat somebody out. Nope. Nope, we held serve.
There's 13 seconds to pace car.
Oh wait, no, I think we did. I think we beat the 2 car. Which is actually the 88 car. Not to be confused with this 88 car in front of us.
9 seconds before pace car.
I'm not going to get into why there's off numbers. It's confusing. Okay. It's a really fun combo, Reska. You should totally do this week. Make the time. It's good. Once it goes green, it's good. The problem is, it has to go green. The Real World NASCAR Xfinity Series
Pace car 5 seconds away.
this weekend is not at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. They're actually the only major NASCAR track that iRacing does not have The NASCAR Xfinity Series is racing in Portland, Oregon this weekend at Portland International Raceway. It's a road course, and they have not raced there yet. So they have not scanned it. iRacing. They've raced there for 3 years. They haven't gotten it yet. iRacing should really go get Portland. Tonight's special ride-along in the Revco 50 Chevrolet is brought to you by T-Girl Jorts. Did you always want to be a Tattie's boy, except you're a girl? T-Girl Jorts bring the middle-aged man aesthetic you know and love, but with a wonderfully feminine twist. The loose, stretchy waist accommodates wearing the high-waisted and tucking in your favorite hand-me-down high school football shirt from the 80s. Pre-roll cuffs let you be modest or sexy with the same pair. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. Do not read until done. I'm so sorry. Oh no, I ruined the bit. Ah. Ah, jeez, D. Oh. They even delayed the yellow. They even delayed the green flag. To give us extra time to read it. They still fucked it up. So sorry. I'm so sorry, Patrick. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. Wear them frayed or wear them fresh. T-Girl Jorts, liven up or dress down all your outfits. T-Girl Jorts, now available at Ross and other fine discount retailers. Alright, I'm so sorry, Patrick. I did not see the don't read until done part. Okay.
This car is in pit lane.
Alright, it's gonna start getting stupid here.
Left behind. Green.
Or stupider, I should say.
You got 7 upon you.
You're down in P7 now.
Car inside lane. 10 inbound. Still there. 11 near. Still there. Still there. Still there. 12 behind.
Buddy. That was rude.
Clear.
You're moving down to P8 now.
Oh, the 16's killing me.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there.
16's on some real fuck you in particular energy right here.
We're clear. On low side rear. Still there. Still there. And clear. On low
Alright,
front.
now we can get to the bottom. Now we can pass him.
Projecting P9 at the end of the race.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
Oh, come on, kid.
It's full course caution.
Pit is closed.
45 seconds to the pace car. Pace car out now. Seconds before pace car.
Okay, we'll come and get tires.
Pits are open.
Car feels fine.
Pace car 10 seconds.
I might have drifted up, but he's racing too hard to be doing that shit. We'll eat him alive. We're faster than a lot of these people. We just need to get clean air. Luckily, we got some more tires to throw on it.
You'll put rubber on all along with tear off.
I really don't think it's too damaged. It
9, 8,
says various places,
7,
but it doesn't really
6,
feel like it.
5, brake, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repairing optional parts.
2 minutes?
15
What?
left.
Well, we're not getting all of that fixed.
Clear.
What happens when you got...
Only one spare tire set remaining.
We got
That's what
30
happens when you
seconds
get
of
cars
pace
up
car.
front that haven't taken tires, and you got cars in the back that have taken tires, and
Pit lane after 10 laps.
that's what happens. So we will have damage, but it's a short track, so we'll deal with it.
6 seconds to pace car.
It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're 14th. That still gains iRating on the night, so might not get as many as we did, but we'll still look pretty good here. So, we'll get up there. We'll get back there. Don't worry. Patrick, I'm not going to approve what you wrote, but I will say what you wrote. Patrick said, dumb cunt. I don't want to allow that, because I think that it just allows that to be said entirely moving forward, so I don't want to accept it, so... but I do want to reiterate what Patchwork said. My thoughts exactly. My thoughts exactly. Alrighty. Okay, let's try this here.
Clear.
You and me both. You and me both.
0 behind.
Okay. We are damaged, but I don't think we're that bad. So we'll see how it is.
Clear.
Next position will add about 11 rating points more. Estimated ratings will be 2,189.
2 side.
P14.
We're clear.
Well done. P13 now.
God damn it. Nope, we're gonna stay green.
There's about 19 iRating to get into position up ahead. We got about 21.9
Oh,
laps
oh,
left. Improving time.
God damn it.
Outside 2 cars.
Oh,
Outside
oh,
behind.
it's broken. Oh, it's broken.
Clear. On high behind.
Well, 3 iRating to get to the
Ah.
position. We're moving down to P16.
Oh, it's real broken. Yeah, we're spinning.
And clear. Full course yellow.
Next position will lose
Ball
that
me.
5 rating.
Fuck.
Careful.
Is quicker in the next sector. Pit is closed.
1 minute 7 seconds before pace car.
Car behind on track is quicker in the next sector.
We have 16 seconds.
Well, this went to hell in a handbasket pretty quickly.
15 at the end of the race. 20 laps remaining. 110 laps down. Pits are open.
10 seconds through the pace car.
I really don't want to get this damage fixed, but I kind of have to get the damage fixed. Fine, we'll get it fixed.
17 to our stop. 10,
We'll change pure wheels, also windscreen.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
We're not going to be able to get much because it's a short track, but
2 minutes optional left.
yeah, 15 seconds at a time. We're never getting all that fixed.
You're clear.
What we might do,
Away.
yeah, I'll do this. I'm going to intentionally merge up early to get a black flag here, so we'll get drop to rear.
20 seconds until pace car.
There it is. We'll start at the rear, and we'll just try and let everybody
14 seconds ahead.
wreck themselves, and then we'll just pass them when they wreck themselves. That's all we can really do now. Because we're so... Like, it was fine, and then as I was going, I'm like, I'm going, and it's going okay, and then it finally was like, oh no, this is actually really broken. So, no, it's not fixed. It's not fixed. So, we'll just try and do our best with it. We still have like 2 minutes worth of damage to repair, and we can't really afford to get it all fixed. So, we'll just ride in the back and let these people wreck each other, and we'll get it back that way, I guess. That's all we can really do. So, it's a bummer because I would really just like to fucking beat them, but you know, I can't. That's okay. That's all right.
One more before green flag.
We were a lot better than our finishing position in this one. So, and like I said, it's encouraging. You know, we made the switch to these setups from the VRS setups from the major setups like 3 weeks ago, and for the most part, apart from a little bit of growing pain at the beginning, we've consistently ran better with these setups than we've ran with the major setups. So I'll keep running these cars next season for sure, because we run better in this now than we did before.
Next position will lose 21.
Plus, we're going to some tracks that kind of lean towards my style. We're going to like Iowa and Nashville, and those are kind of my places. And there he goes. He's turning him in front of the entire fucking field.
Safety car. Zero behind.
Pit is closed.
You have 26 seconds up to pace
So
car.
dumb.
Pace car left the pit.
What is this, 12? 13?
Pace car 16.
Gonna be able to walk right into our Porsche race. 13th caution. Oh boy.
Pit's open.
It's a real bummer because, like, when you race it, it's good. It's fun. It's really good when it's green, but the problem is you can't go green.
Clear.
The joys of short track racing. Right here on twitch.tv/DD50.
15 seconds before pace car.
I gotta be honest, I enjoy my gimmick. I enjoy your gimmick too because it helps me keep track, because iRacing shockingly
Clear behind.
does not tell you how many yellows you've had in a race.
9 seconds
There's
before
nothing
pace car.
in iRacing itself that will tell you how many cautions you've had in a race until you get out and see the results page. Makes no sense. It really should have it on this lap timing screen that's on the screen, like this screen right here that I'm flashing. It should realistically be on that at all times. How many cautions you've had for how many laps, if cautions are enabled. Because it just is chaos. It's bedlam. It would be helpful because people would be able to get a visual as to how bad we're racing. Oh, beef? We got fight?
Regardless of what you did, just because it didn't pay out for you doesn't mean that it's owed to you.
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, I was in there 3 wide, 15 mile an hour quicker than him, and I bumped him up the track and got around him, and then he tucked in behind me and wrecked me. So, yep.
You went in there and had to slam on the fucking brakes.
No, we were already rolling through the center of the corner, and you gassed it up and took me out. But it's all good.
None behind.
Beep. Ben said he's waiting at the trailer. Somebody's going to have to hold his watch.
Come on. Bring it on, big boy.
We have a fight.
Okay, copy.
Toxicity of the masculinity.
All right, fellas.
Virtual
I just don't
fight.
get it, but yeah.
You yourself said, I'm going to try this, and then
I drove from the back up there doing that, and nobody's had a problem with it till
get it either.
All right, post-race fight on the front stretch. Either me or Blair are going to be the referee.
1 lap to
We'll
green.
decide here in about 9 laps.
get a paramedic while you're at it.
Oh!
Close the gates on the tunnel. 5 seconds.
Coming in the next update, they got the Ricky Stenhouse update.
All right, we will focus back off. They big mad. They big mad. They big mad. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, we're not rolling. Okay. All right, now we're rolling.
Pace car back in. Green. There's one upon us.
P15.
They're gonna wreck again in one.
Still there and clear. Car high forward.
They're gonna wreck again in 3.
Car outside behind.
Don't put me middle of 3. I'm broken.
Too near. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. It's clear.
Down in position 17.
And clear. On low forward. Car low side front. Inside rear.
There it is.
And clear. Full
Right
push
now.
yellow.
Hood is closed.
Turn it back on. Here to fight. Not even pitting anymore. Fuck them. Like,
Sorry, Nick. Glad you didn't kill me though.
We got 23 seconds up to the pace car.
Caution 18.
Pace car on track.
Is it really 18?
no, it's not.
That was
You
on
have
me,
20
19.
seconds up to
What
pace
what are we
car.
up to, Jeb? 14? I'll let him
Oh,
know.
me. Wow,
14.
that's a lot. Holy crap.
Yeah, it feels like
Pace car is 15 seconds ahead.
14, not much better. Yeah, 14 is still insane.
Sometimes they're bad, folks. Sometimes they're bad races.
It's just way too many. It's brutal.
Well, the bad news is I think we're
35-40% laps under caution.
we're probably over half.
Yeah, I'm up here struggling. I don't really have short run pace.
I got just the opposite problem. That's my wife.
Okay. All
What?
right. That man made a joke about his sexual abilities, so we'll go ahead and mute that again. I do not need to know about that man and his fucking. God. Do not need to know about that. Do not need to picture that. Do not need to think about that. We are not going to discuss that. Oh, God. We've lost the plot around 40 laps ago, and now it's just turning into just stupidity. We probably are going green, white, checker. We'd have to... Nope, we're going to stay in regulation here. Okay. So, yeah. My experience, most men who boast about their prowess are lying anyways. Yeah, of course. You gotta talk themselves up, right? That's what they do. But people do. Okay, so coming to the restart, we're gonna have 1 to go? Nah. We're gonna get a green white checker. There's no way they're gonna have us restart with a 1-lap shootout. No way. This thing's getting extended, right?
1 lap to green flag.
Pits are open.
Okay, I see. Okay, we're gonna go into overtime here. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, all right. So we're in overtime. If you're new to sim racing or stock car racing in general, NASCAR in the mid 2000s really hated races ending under yellow from the scheduled distance. So we do 2 laps, green, white, checker, overtime finish, attempt number 1.
Pace car enters the pit. Clear.
Wreck bucket of fuck just needs to get back to the white flag.
Good
They're gonna wreck into 1.
Currently.
No.
Evans,
Yep.
0.3 ahead.
There it is.
Car high rear. We're clear. 0 behind.
Pit lane is closed.
Clear. Full course caution. Pace car 24
Jesus
seconds out in
Christ,
front.
y'all.
Pace car rolling out.
Next position will loom 5 rating points. Estimated rating will be 2,173. Evans in front
Oh
sitting
my
after
God.
17 laps in the stint.
We have 20 seconds up till the pace car.
I just want to race a Porsche.
We're looking at AP 13 with this pace.
We're clear.
This is brutal. This is brutal, folks. I can't sugarcoat it.
No one behind.
This is bad. This is a rough one. I really wish it wasn't, but it is.
There's 14 seconds till pace car.
I gotta start thinking about
0
fuel.
behind.
Oh, we're fine. Why was I worried about fuel? We've been pacing long
10
enough. Why
seconds
was I
until
worried
the
about
pace
fuel?
car. And clear.
Somebody please send me home. I don't know if you can adequately explain to folks who weren't around at the time how rapidly they were trying things to fix NASCAR in the
Weather
early to
alert.
mid
Track
2000s.
temperature
Yep.
dropped off to 95 degrees in the last
Oh,
40 minutes.
somebody ran away with the championship. Put in a postseason. Okay, the caution. People don't like races ending under caution. Okay, drop dead red flag lap. People don't really like that. All right, we'll do the green white checkers. Oh, we only have one attempt at it, and sometimes they still end under caution. Let's do 3 attempts. Okay, well, what if that seems pretty rough? You know, why don't we? You know, sometimes we get to the 3rd attempt and we still have yellows. Okay, unlimited attempts. ARCA can't do it properly because ARCA needs to finish under green even if it wrecks on the white flag. Okay, ARCA can only do 1 attempt. Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Stick around after this race. I know I've said it before. I'll say it again. We're going to do IMSA fixed at Belle Isle, Detroit after this in a complete change of pace in a race that will not have any yellow flags. At a track I really like, actually. I really like Detroit, but I haven't driven it in the Porsche, so that'll be fun and interesting. Cool, neat, fun, and interesting to try. We might steal a pretty okay finish here, honestly. Might still steal it, but it might not happen either, so we'll see how it goes.
One more before green flag.
Pits are open.
This race is bowling shoe ugly.
5 seconds up to the pace car.
Okay. Shitty part is, until we got wrecked by the 16, we were kicking ass, taking names in this one. Probably would be in the top 5, but oh well.
Pace car is in pit lane.
There's 19. I waited to get into position of the head.
Green light.
Great. P13.
Car outside rear. And clear. Back curve again. High behind. Clear.
Okay, we made it through 1 and 2, and we're not gonna make it through 3 and 4. Here comes another. No, we got the white. We got the white flag. Murder's legal. Murder is legal. I repeat, murder is legal.
Delta ahead over 5 laps. Minus 0.4.
There's murder there.
There's 27. I
Oof.
waited to get in the next position.
Clear.
Where'd we go? Where did we end up?
Clear.
P9!
There's one there, honey.
P9!
Clear behind.
P9! We made it!
Impressive.
Top 10, baby! Top 10 boba!
17
We
seconds
paced
to your
enough
install.
in that race. We're getting fucking boba tomorrow.
Clear screen.
I love this move that I made to get to the line because I was like, we're broken.
Congratulations, D. Up to P9. You end with 10 times what you was balance. Sector 1
Here,
is
watch
down.
this. Watch this. Watch this. Avoided this one. And they're wrecking. Oh, there's probably some good fight going on. There we go. That was ugly. That was a really ugly race, chat.
Yeah, the 24. He's a complete moron.
Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, that almost needs a protest.
They're
Good
bitching about,
racing you there at the end, though.
bitching about the 24. Let's see this here. Oh, it's this guy.
But we got to
Okay.
at the end, though.
So let's see here. As I switch rims real quick. 24.
I don't know what the hell the 24 was doing. That's one of the craziest things I've seen on this game.
Yeah, that's like rookie street stock crap.
Oh no! So he wrecked.
Yeah, lucky my spotter was yelling at me that there was a car stopped on the bottom.
And he
so
just
I didn't
stopped
pick up
on
the throttle
track,
I
and
normally
then
would've.
he backed up. No, this is the battle for the win.
I'm glad you got that.
Oh
Good win. Deserved
no!
it.
Thank you.
Oh
I mean, I drove Blair a little
no!
bit hard, but he just beat my door off into
Robert?
the green, so be it.
Bobby,
Good job.
Bobby, you can't do that. Bobby, Robert, you can't do that. Oh my God, that's wild. Bobby, Bobo, Bobby. I gotta get a screenshot and then we gotta quickly get over to the IMSA server. But again, as you know the rule, if we don't take a screenshot, did we really race? That is so bad. You can't do that. Bobby, you can't do that. All right, there we go. Screenshot taken. Let's get out of here. Wow. Bobby, you can't fucking do that, buddy. Oh, man. Hey, we're back above 2200 iRating, though. We're a 2220. Perfect oval iRating to get into for our race next our next race on Thursday. All right. We need to register for this. I need to register in the Parsh. Bobby, you can't do that. Said with the cadence of Benny Parsons 2002 Daytona 500. Oh, you can't do that. Can't do that. We gotta run an ad, so we're gonna run an ad now because that race took so long that we actually ran through three different ads because we ran an ad during qualifying too. So we'll run this ad, and then by the time everybody gets back, we should be loaded in at Detroit. That was ugly. That was a really bad race. That was a really, really, really bad race. Like, real bad race. That was pretty goddamn rough. But it's over now. It can't hurt us anymore. It can't hurt us anymore. That's the important part, is that it can't hurt us anymore. Detroit, Belle Isle. I thought this was gonna load quicker, but it's taking forever to load because everything on my stream takes forever to load. It happens, okay? It just happens, okay? All right. I think it's taking forever to load because there's a lot of cars and it's a street course, so there's a lot of objects and I don't know. It's taking forever. I think this is in the dry, I hope. We could theoretically be racing Detroit in the rain, and that would be kind of sketchy. But I'm pretty sure it's in the dry. Here. But yeah, we're getting Boba after that. I didn't pace 14, 15 cautions, 16 cautions to not get Boba. We're getting Boba. All right, Detroit. Okay, it's dry. It's just cloudy. Okay. I like Detroit.
Time from field at 1,480.
So IndyCar is in Detroit this weekend. So is the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. They're at not this track. There is a new street course in Detroit that actually goes around the General Motors building. And that is what they are racing in Detroit this weekend. This track here is a lot of fun. I really like Detroit. This is Belle Isle. This is the old street course. They stopped racing here for a good reason. This is a nature conservatory. So it's not exactly the best reasoning to have loud emissions, both audibly and environmentally, next to a nature conservatory. So this is no longer the street course in Detroit. They now race around the General Motors building and basically around the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit instead. And it is a little bit better. This is actually the second street course that iRacing ever scanned. The first one is technically Montreal, because Montreal is the F1 track, is actually technically a street course. But this is like the first true street course that they released. Since then, iRacing, well, it's the first one they put out. Since then, iRacing put out Long Beach, which we have raced on stream all the way back in January. I love Long Beach. Long Beach is so good. And they helped develop the Chicago street course that NASCAR races on July 4th weekend now. So they scanned that, and that was a iRacing track before it was ever a real track. And that's the thing you gotta watch out for at the street courses. The walls will come up and bite you pretty darn quickly.
Hit limiter engaged.
So I'm probably going to be focused up pretty heavy for this race that we're about to do. Although it's looking like this is not going to be a well-populated race. There's only 8 people registered with 10 minutes to go in registration. So there's a good chance that
Number 2, Junior.
we're just going to be turning laps for the sake of turning laps. I don't think we're going to have much of a race. It will go official, so it will count towards our safety rating and iRating, but it's not going to be very substantially attended. It might be a glorified test session on the streets of Belle Isle, Detroit. I really like Detroit. I wanted to go to this race when it was on Belle Isle, and I never did. Same with the new course. I don't think the new course is any good, but I do know Roger Penske, who is the promoter for this race or for this event in Detroit, both here and at the new track. He made a point when they moved it to the GM building. He made a point of having it where there was a lot of spots where you can watch for free. There's really good vantage points. Like they made a point of making it better for the fan experience. So I still have damage, but we're gonna run this lap anyways because I need some laps here. So yeah, through 1, through 2, there's a bump here that can really fuck up a car. It fucked up a Corvette pace car one time. Under the Penske Bridge. Break the fort. Turn it in. A lot of second gear here. A lot of second gear. If you're a prototype, there's also a lot of track here where you're just kind of forced to ride behind GT traffic. So that can be really difficult for them as well.
Right behind. We're clear.
This is probably, along with the front stretch, one of the best spots to pass if you're a prototype to get around traffic. Because when you get right back here, you're near the fountains. They call this the fountain complex. You go through here. Hit the wall again. Wouldn't be shocked if we hit that wall a lot. You can see Detroit to our left. Or actually, that's Windsor to our left. Windsor, Ontario, Canada. You can actually see Canada from this racetrack. There's Detroit on our left. Everybody wave a jab.
That's class position 2 now.
No, I'm only 4/10 off the top time in GT, so it's not a big field. Not at all, but it might be fun. Either way, we're getting boba tonight. Or tomorrow. Not tonight. If I got it tonight, I wouldn't sleep.
Possible rain in 5 minutes.
But, yeah. Definitely getting that boba. So, the other thing, too, is that I really love this car. I love the Porsche 911 GT3R. I love this car a lot. However, I'm going to have a real difficult decision on my hands. Because the Porsche is getting a couple of challengers coming next Tuesday night. We're getting the Ford Mustang and the Chevy Corvette GT3 cars. The Ford Mustang leans towards my driving style. The Corvette is a Corvette. So I'll be curious to see if I end up jiving with one of the other cars in the GT3 class next Tuesday. We will be buying both. I am buying both because I do like to support the GT3s. I enjoy racing GT3. I'm one of the sickos who likes GT3. I really enjoy driving these cars. So it would be cool to get more of them. And that is... Can't really do that too many times. That is the way that I choose to support iRacing, is by getting as many is by buying all the GT3s that they come out with, because I find that that's the best way to support it, is to just buy them, and then that tells them, hey, scan more of these. So we'll be getting the GT3 Corvette, GT3 Ford Mustang. We're going to go to the top of the chart despite this garbage lap. Should really tell you how...
Outstanding. You did the quickest lap in the class. 1 minute 32 seconds.
Okay, now we got wheel damage, so we're going to park it. But that should tell you how difficult it is at a street course. You have to be alert on a street course because, and we'll be dealing with this in NIS at Chicago next month, it is imperative that you keep your marks and don't overdrive, because the penalty here is your car's done. At a typical road course, you got a bunch of space between you and the barrier, so you can, if you blow a corner, you can get it woed up and you won't wreck the car and you'll be fine. Here, no. Here, your car's done. You're destroyed. So, you really have to be careful at a street course. You don't want to drive too hard into the corner. And you got to be real sure that you're not going to, wreck it. So you got to be really careful. Chicago is even more deadly. Honestly, Chicago, this place has a little, here, I'll go back out. Here, there's a few spots where you can make a mistake and kind of survive. Here, not so much, but when you get to the exit of this corner, there's a little bit of grass to work with. So, like, when I get back out here, here's a little bit of grass to work with here on exit. So you can theoretically get pushed out here and kind of be okay. Here, it kind of narrows up. This is a tough corner to make offline, so you really got to stay online. Here, you have a ton of room. This may as well be an actual racetrack with how much room you have through here. You're in good shape through here. However, from about here to the end of the lap, you don't have a lot of room for error. This is a really difficult section to go through. It narrows up here. It narrows up through here. This is a deceptively tight corner. You think you can really bomb it harder than you actually can. Same with this one. This corner, though, is easier. This is also a good passing opportunity for GTs. They can come up on your inside and pass you here. Or GT prototypes. Through here, you gotta be careful because that bump there, it pushes the car away from the corner. It's angling you out towards the wall, so it's not. The track's topography is actively trying to dispute you making the corner. It's fighting against you. Corvette was the first Revel kit I ever had. ZR1. I had a Revel Dale Earnhardt model kit, and I never ended up building it. My dad was supposed to help me with it, but my dad never helped me. I really like Dale Earnhardt, okay? Yeah, these are all second gear corners. You could first gear some of them, but the wheel spin, especially in the Porsche through some of these bumps, is pretty rough. Here's a first gear corner for sure though. Street courses are neat. I am very glad that iRacing does have some street courses on the service. There is a rumor that, and I want to stress this is a rumor, that iRacing might be buying the assets of the IndyCar game. Ugh, fuck. God damn it. And the IndyCar game would have, has scans, because I know for a fact they scanned it. They have scans of 2 more street courses that iRacing does not have. They have a scan of St. Petersburg, Florida, which is the home of the IndyCar opener. And they also have a scan of the Toronto street circuit in Toronto, Ontario. So it'd be cool if they had both in the service. I think we would likely get St. Petersburg before Toronto. They also have Portland scanned through that, but of course, licensing and all that is complicating things a little bit, I imagine, to getting Portland. As I mentioned before, the NASCAR Xfinity Series is in Portland this weekend. iRacing does not have Portland International Raceway, believe it or not. It's the only real major road course in North America that iRacing does not have. So they will likely get it for the NASCAR video game that's coming out in 2025, but we are still awaiting a scan of the Portland International Raceway on iRacing. Hopefully one day we get it. I understand that it's possibly a case of financial compensation from the city of Portland when it comes to how much iRacing is willing to pay for it. Portland might be asking too much. That's at least from what I understand. So Could be wrong, could be all bullshit. I'm not sure. It's all scuttlebutt. So, but yeah, this is not the track IndyCar is running, but IndyCar will be in Detroit this weekend, and IMSA will be on the undercard as well. This is one of the fun little IMSA races of the year. They got GTP here for the first time since the new regs in IMSA. That is kind of exciting. Last year there was no GTPs, or even IMSA WeatherTech in general was not here. They were too busy getting ready for the inaugural 24 Hours of Le Mans with those cars, so they chose to not be on the schedule. However, this year they are on the schedule, so those cars will be racing on the streets of Detroit on Saturday afternoon. Right. So, okay. We'll see how this goes. I'm a little worried. I didn't really put together clean laps. I'm probably going to be pretty focused up, to be honest with you. But there's only 10 cars registered, so it's going to be a really lax split. I can't see this being pretty stupid. If we keep it on track, we might be able to get a good finish. Well, either way, we're getting a good finish. So it's only 10 cars. So yeah, next week is week 13, new build day. So there won't be any scheduled races on TNI next week. We'll just kind of freeform it, try some stuff out, join some practices, try out the content, see what we like. So yeah, don't expect an actual race next Tuesday night. We're just going to drive around the new stuff and have some fun with our new toys. So, it's probably what we'll do next Tuesday. Okay, there's one P2, which is funny. We have 5 GT3s and 4 prototypes.
Fresh car.
So there you go. That's what we got kicking in this one. We are car 7, so we are better than 3 other cars. One of the 10 car is a prototype. That's scary. That's actually really scary. But we'll do our best. That's all we can do is do our best, right, chat? So let me flip the ticker over to laps. Sorry about that. Or over to time, because it needs to be time. And I think it's already on class color. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, they have fountains and shit here. It's weird. They have a lot of fountains of weird shit.
That's it for the practice.
No, I don't think you did. I don't think so. That was a spam bot, apparently. I have a little thing that will tell me
1611.
or not tell me, but I have a
Godspeed out there.
I have a bot
This
on the
session
channel
is 2
that'll
laps and 8
delete
minutes.
when bots try and post stuff in channel now. So that way it prevents them from, you know, spamming everything up and ruining everything. Okay, can't hit the wall in qualifying because then our lap won't count, so I try and make it work. The nice thing is that there's 5 GTs and 5 prototypes, so there's not going to be much prototype action. It's mostly going to be me just running hot laps for 35 minutes, to be honest with you, but it's, you know, it's what happens when you run kind of a difficult track in fixed setup, that it kind of, the people who care will race the open series instead. But we'll run IMSA fixed, and we'll try and do our best, and that's all we can do, is our best. Could this be the last time we race the Porsche GT3 on stream? I don't think so, but it could.
Green flag.
Hope not, but it could. Got too much of the curb. Oop. I got kind of upset through there. Like I said, the bumps are the main thing here at any street course, really, but especially here at Detroit, is that the bumps are really difficult to deal with. These are meant to be driven on by cars, like your car and my car, not these cars.
Number 2, Brett.
The good news is we got one in as a banker. Let's try and go for a bigger one if we can. I got the wall, so this is not going to count. All right. Darn. Tried to not hit the wall, and I hit the wall. Well, unfortunately, we still got half of qualifying to go through, so, you know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. It is a fun day. I had a really, really, really crazy day at work. I took a nap before stream tonight, which I haven't done in a while. I can't remember the last time I took a nap before stream. It was short. I actually had an alarm set. I woke up at 7, so that's why I was kind of really energetic when I got on. When I first came on tonight, was because, well, I had energy. I was awake. I was ready to go. And now, I've done a race, and now I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of mellow. Now I'm kind of vibing, you know? So, yeah, this was, when did we get Detroit? I think we got Detroit in
New car.
2017, I think is when we actually got Belle Isle in Detroit. It was a lot of fun when we got it. When I used to admin a league, we thought about taking our Cup Series here, and then everybody was like, you can't take stock cars to a street course. It'll never work. And now NASCAR races on a street course themselves, so what do they know, you know? Yeah, we'll be dealing with prototypes for sure. It's not gonna be too bad. I don't think they're very good. But yeah. Oh, the rare inactivity qualifying counter. If iRacing detects that there's not anybody out there for a amount of time in qualifying, they'll just advance it forward themselves. Like they'll just advance it. So like here, we'll trim 30 seconds off it. Oh, and never mind, we won't because somebody went out on track. So we are going to have to set the full 1.5 minutes instead. Thank you, whoever that was. So we will have to pit, but we'll probably only come in and take tires. That's it. Or take fuel, sorry. We don't need tires. We'll probably come and just take fuel. And that'll handle it for that. And then, oh God, I just realized I think we have to do a full pace lap at Detroit. It's not fun. It's not a good track to do a full pace lap at. However, there's only 10 of us, so I can't imagine it being too hard. You know? Can't imagine it being that bad. See, normally I'd be pretty worried about a street course and multi-class, but when there's only 10 of us, it's not exactly difficult. I'm saying all this and I'm going to wreck it. I'm saying all this and then I'm just going to wreck the car. And then everybody's going to be like, good job, D. Look at what you did. You spoke it into existence.
This is 35 minutes race with 10 races.
Oh, thank God we don't do a full pace lap.
Get P3 to increase our rating. This should be a one-stopper with earliest pit on lap 9. Top up with 5.812 gallons in the remaining pit stop.
We do not need to...
100 seconds to gridding ends.
We do not need to do a full pace lap. Thank fuck. Okay. That's good. I was dreading having to do a whole pace lap. All right, we're waiting on one more car. And then we can go racing. I think we're waiting on one of the GTPs. Everyone's gridded. All right, here we go.
Pace car about to move. Pace car moving.
Oh, we're really doing a class split? Okay. Okay, we're doing a class split in a 10-car race. Okay, sure, fine. Alright. Okay, here we go, chat. 35 minutes, we'll do our best. That's all we can do.
Green lights. Right behind you. Clear. Track is clear. Right side behind. Clear.
Okay, first lap in the books. Oh! Oh, he's just letting him go. I thought he got the wall.
Well done. Best time, 1 minute 32.64.
Gotta really concentrate on this one, chat. It's a really difficult racetrack, so. So enjoy the dulcet tones of an inline 6. Ah, fuck. Okay. That's our mulligan. Vroom, vroom. Yeah, we're trying to run away from the car behind.
Good job. Best, 1 minute 31.9.
Ah, fuck. That one was pretty big. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was a little too big. Fuck. Okay, well, we got damage. Hopefully that doesn't impact the car too much. Shouldn't. It's a street course. Arrows. It's still important, but it's not the end-all, be-all. That it is at, like, a place like Daytona or Sebring.
Hi, you're in the pit window now. About 20 laps remaining.
That corner there, that's really tripping me up because this is a fixed setup series and because it's only 35-minute races, they limit the amount of fuel the cars have. But iRacing like limits the fuel tanks to only be able to hold a certain amount. And with the Porsche, the fuel tank is in the rear or is in the front of the car. So anytime you try and get a big exit on a sweeping corner, it's really difficult to do because you don't have that weight of the fuel on your front tires. So it's really difficult to get, you know, the front end planted the way that you want in this car, especially with a fixed setup where you can do some, like if it was open setup, you could do some things to kind of make it work. You can kind of fuck with it. You can make it like, you know, have your springs be a little bit softer in the front end, or, you know, allow the front end to get more mechanical grip. But in this car, it's with a fixed setup, it's really difficult to do. Now iRacing will obviously try and build that into the fixed setups, but it's not an exact science. But like this corner right here is hell. Like I that's the one corner on the track where I just can't get the exit I want that I could elsewhere. DTPs are going to be on us here in just a minute. Their first pass through.
You have an Acura on the way in. Mine is on dry tires. Right rear. No one behind. We're clear. A bush upon you. I'm right behind. Clear.
Yep. Caught both prototypes at a pretty okay spot. Could be a lot worse. There's two more coming up on us at some point. Looks like the LMP2 car just decided to just quit. Just didn't even race. Yeah, I just can't get any power out of there. It's a really difficult corner. The only corner I'm struggling with right now. Everything else is fairly okay. Oh, these prototypes are catching me in a bad spot.
Too close.
Eh, maybe not so much. Nah, they should just be able to gun by.
Going right rear. Clear. And clear.
They actually have a battle going on. That's kind of funny seeing a 10-car race and they actually have a battle going on for position. That's kind of cool for them, at least. I had somebody on my ass, but they wrecked, and now I'm like 30 seconds up, like 20 seconds up on them, so so much for that. I love GT racing. I love driving these cars. I do. I really do. This is such a fun car, and I've said it. I said it on Twitter and Blue Sky last night, and I mean it. Like, with getting the Mustang and the Corvette next week, it's gonna take a good effort from either of those cars to become my main GT3 car. I want them to be it. I like the Corvette a lot, and the Mustang would lean itself towards how I like to drive a car sometimes. But, you know, we'll have to see when we get them. Corvette leans closer to this. It's a mid-engine car. This is a rear-engine car that basically drives mid-engine. The Mustang's basically a stock car with aero and bells and whistles on it. It's kind of similar to the BMW or the Merc that we have on iRacing. But we'll see. It's all hypotheticals for next week.
Sector fastest. Car 8 behind on pit road after 7 laps.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to hit the 1500 sports car iRating goal that I had for the season. We had just a couple races not go our way, and there were some weeks where we didn't race Super Formula, or we raced Super Formula instead of sports cars. But in season 3, I think that is absolutely going to be the goal, is try and get that 1500 oval or 1500 sports car iRating. I think I can get there. I feel better than my iRating actually is. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way, but I genuinely do. I feel like I'm a little bit better than where I'm rated. I feel like I'm underrated. But that's just me. That's the bias in you, you know? Like, you're always going to be biased towards yourself. I'm never going to be like, nah, I'm overrated. You might think that sometimes, but, you know.
Left sector green.
You look at the body of work and you'll never say you're overrated. I love this car. Like I said, you're gonna have to take a real marriage. I'm gonna have to be wooed very well by the Porsche and the Ford, or the Ford and the Chevy, if I'm not gonna drive that moving forward. Oh, I almost blew it. By the way, I should mention, I think it stopped, but we have had weather rolling through here today. We had some major thunderstorms today. Real sick thunderstorms, real ghastly, angry thunderstorms today. I think they're past, but I might have saw my eyes flick, like I might have saw the power flicker. I'm not sure. It didn't look like it, but maybe it was. I don't know. So if I lose connection, you know why. The new Twitch profile, by the way. So, not to get all inside baseball here for a minute, but we were having all those dropouts, right? We would have all these dropouts. We had it during the 100th anniversary stream, or 100 follower stream too, of, you know, like a lot of just random Twitch dropouts and it would just suck, right? We made a new Twitch profile, or a new OBS profile with the Twitch account. Like, we literally, like, just made one from scratch. No new settings, no little tips and tricks to make it better type shit. And, I think we've dropped 33 frames total over the last 5 streams since we did that. So I think our Fallout situation has been better. The internet has been kind of weird the last couple days, but I think it is weather related. It wasn't anything super serious, so so that's good at least. But yeah, we absolutely have to thank Mr. Cool for that, because he was the one who suggested making a new Twitch profile, or a new OBS profile with the Twitch auto-generated whatever the hell.
We have a portion here.
Oh, the front end's getting light.
Left behind. You're clear. None behind.
We'll go a couple more laps and then we'll pit, because we do have to pit before the end of this thing, so... We will add in more fuel than we actually need, just to give us some stability.
0.6 gallons on last lap.
Because we can afford to, because we got like a minute and a half lead on 4th place, so... And we're 18 seconds back of the front too, so I don't think they're going to be falling to us right now, quite frankly. Call it a hunch.
Going right side behind. It's clear. Clear.
Yeah, we'll pit next time by. Get the fuel in it. No tires. Don't need tires, but fuel in it. And bring it home. It's a lot of fun to drive this car. I think I say it every time we drive it on stream, but I'm serious. It is my favorite car to drive on iRacing. It's so rewarding when you actually figure out its quirks.
Last sector was a new best.
Yeah, it's now a first gear corner. That's how like inefficient the car is through there in second gear. I have to run it in first, because it's the only way for the rear to bite and get the car to rotate. Is to just bite the bullet and run it in first gear through there.
Closing and Meyer is on dry tires. 0 behind. Clear.
That's a butt ugly car. Car looks like a Gwar album. Anybody remember Gwar? Oh! Oh, never mind. That's the car that we're outrunning, by the way. Alright.
Good stop to take fuel to driver front screen.
Come in, get the fuel. Gwar's cool.
8, 7,
Sadama Go-Go.
6, 5, 4.
Watched Beavis and Butthead, that video played, and I was like, oh damn, this song slaps.
On target.
Oh, it's
Optional
6
return
seconds of
started.
optional?
5 seconds left.
Oh,
5
we can get that
seconds
fixed.
optional left.
The fuel
Optional
drop.
repairs left.
The fuel drop was longer than the damage repair. Sweet. Love it. It's not like it would have mattered. Like, we're a lap up on 4th, but it's nice to have that done.
Optimal sector.
Pretty weird to run an optimal sector when I was pitting, but you go off, Queen. Okay, extra weight on the front. Oh yeah, we're plenty good now. Car should handle great to the end now. Hey, you know what? We had a kind of a up and down Nashville race. We didn't finish where we probably should have. But between that and this, it's the exact kind of night we needed on iRacing after last week. Last week was brutal. Last week was a brutal stretch. Just a real, like, you know, like, almost like a mirage of just like, oh, we're good. Oh, we got a shot at finishing good. And on Tuesday last week, we did finish good. We still finished 3rd in that race at Charlotte, but, like, we could have won the thing. And then, you know, the 600 didn't go our way. Really bad 600. But, you know, we've rebounded well. Pretty good finish. Got a top 10. Finished 9th at Nashville. We'll get top 10 Boba tomorrow. And, you know, probably gonna get a podium here. We're gonna ignore the fact that there's only 5 cars in our class and 10 cars in the entire split, but gonna leave here with a podium if we don't do anything stupid.
Casey Riley.
So I'll take it. That's a great recovery and a good bounce back after a pretty tough week in Charlotte. I'm pretty happy with tonight. Even if we spent most of the Nashville race pacing.
Blue flag. You have a Porsche closing.
There we go.
Right behind. And clear.
There you go,
And
Mr.
clear.
Porsche,
Going right
from your
forward.
friend in a Porsche. Oh, he's pitting. Never mind. I wish he told us that he was pitting.
Per lap, 6.424. So you're safe by 1.08 gallons per lap.
Yeah, we're plenty good on fuel. Like, we won't have to worry about that. I filled it up because we could, and we could... Filling it up allowed more weight on the front, so it will actually be a little bit funner to drive here when we're finishing up here. We could afford it, that. That was a luxury we were gifted by the fact that 4th place is running in front of us right now, and we're in 3rd. So, you know, we could do that if we wanted to. Looks like 2nd is pitting now, but we're nowhere near them. And they're probably gonna leave before we get there. Oh, please do not. Buddy,
Right side
thank you.
forward. Clear.
Yeah, 2nd's already out of the pit, so we're not gonna get 2nd.
flag. Fire is imminent and Brendan is on dry tires. You're clear.
Seriously, that car looks like
Slower than your best.
There are 2
that car looks like
accidents
Gore.
inbound. Blue flag.
Is Gore still making music? That's a question that I got. Because, like, Uterus Majoris, or whatever his name is, he died. So, like, I think they still make music? I haven't the faintest idea. I got no idea. They might still be making music. War is not, I bet people look at me and they're like, I didn't know you liked War. I'm like, I liked a War song. I don't really, like, listen to everything War. By the way, I should mention, this is more D is not go computers chat. My coffee account now accepts donations. Turns out I had that thing like set up and put up. I put up my Ko-fi and I never actually linked it to a PayPal. So I just was like plugging a thing for like 5 months that people would go there and see that I never update, and you can't donate money to me. I'm not good with computers. I'm not very good at computer. Wow, Gore's still going with literally none of the original band remaining. That's always funny when you see bands like that that are like, no, but there are no original members left. War movie? They're making a war movie? It's weird. That's real weird, actually.
None behind.
War movie. Paul sack the jaws of death. Hell yeah, baby. That's pretty dope, actually. I don't know if I'll see it, but I'm glad that exists.
Target fuel burn per lap 9.579, so you're safe by 1.93 gallons per lap. Defend from the driver behind on track in the next sector.
I'm gonna need this Lambo or this Audi behind me to not do anything really stupid. Kind of have to focus up a little bit here. I really don't like this Audi riding my ass in like this. You know what?
On right rear.
Let's just let him go. There's no gain in us, in him running us like this. We're a lap up on him. Because I could just foresee him just plowing into us by accident and ruining both our races. So I'm just going to let him go. Doesn't hurt us at all. We're still a lap up on him. Like he's now a minute 29 behind instead of a full lap behind with 3.5 minutes to go. There's no point in pushing it. It's being responsible. It's clearly faster in some aspects, so I just think he's faster, but he just isn't consistent. That's the big thing. You could be fast, but you have to have consistency. That is the main thing when it comes to this game is you could, and especially with endurance racing like this, is you have to have consistency. You could be as fast as, you know, fast as a hiccup. See? See?
Watch out.
See? Did you see that, chat? I told you. We let him by for a reason. Did you see? Could have been us. Could have been us. You can be fast all you want, but you have to be consistent. If you develop consistency and you develop being able to keep the car on track and out of the wall and out of the barrier, eventually the speed will come. But you have to have the ability to understand what your car is doing. And listening to your car and understanding what your car is doing in order for you to maximize your knowledge on driving the vehicle.
Previous sector green. Matthew Stewart behind her block, 20.154.
Like, you have to be willing to, like, understanding what your car is doing. Like, it is... Your car's a horse. You hear jockeys and equestrian riders and all that talk about how they can tell what a horse is doing, right? Same thing with cars. You can understand what your car is doing. You just need to know its personality and its characteristics. I know that with this car now. Like the Porsche, I think I know the Porsche better than the next gen. And like, we race the next gen every Thursday. Like this car I feel connected to. Should have two more? One more? Oh boy. Nope. Oh. Oh. Okay. Misjudged the braking zone. Car's fine, actually, believe it or not.
There's a Porsche coming up. On right side behind. Clear. No one behind.
Should be getting the white flag when we get lapped here.
Behind and tires on dry tires. I'm right behind. We're clear. Bring it home.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah, there's the white flag now because we were lapped by the overall leaders. That is a battle for the win right now, by the way. They're that close. Despite only being a 10-car split, that is the battle for the win right now in GTP. It is that tight. It's kind of neat. More proof that you don't need to have a lot of cars in it to have an interesting race. Big fields are cool, but like, it's also neat when that happens too. Alrighty, chat, couple more corners. Uh-oh. Oh, caught it. Alright. P3, podium on the day. So a top 10 out of podium. If we didn't earn Boba before, we definitely earned it now. Let's go.
Looks like we're back to square one.
Not exactly a sexy race, but hey, anytime you can just defend your position, we'll take it. We'll take that for sure. Very happy with that. Very, very happy with tonight. I'm extremely happy with the way that tonight ended up, because we had
Fresh car requested.
2 really all right races. Honestly, I need a screenshot of my car without the dumb
Okay,
rims in the
darling.
shot,
So it's P3. We come home with 7.78
because my
gallons.
rims are really dumb and I forgot to change them. Yes, sometimes the less sexy races are a good way to get over a really bad week, and that was the case here. There we go. All right, there we go. Got a screenshot, and yeah, so yeah, that was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, chat, for being a part. Thank you, everybody, for being great and awesome and cool and interesting. We'll be back on Thursday with NIS action at Gateway. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. It's been a long week. It's been a rough week last week, and I think we finally are getting over the hump and having a good one. So, yeah, thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching. I'm going to see who's streaming that we can raid. We could raid Kayla, or we could Kayla. We could raid Cass, but is Owen streaming? Yes, Owen is streaming, and he's streaming American Truck Simulator. He is on board with the Truckin' Tuesday, apparently. So we're gonna go see what Owen's up to. Owen could use the help. He's kind of just starting at this, and I'm trying to help him out as best as I can. I'm trying to pay it forward to somebody else. So we're gonna go see what Owen's up to. It's kind of an untraditional Truckin' Tuesday raid, but we'll see what he's up to. And yeah, so have a nice night. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye, everybody.